Oh, yes. Witness commenting perjury, RCW 9.72.090. Now, the following definitions are applicable in this chapter unless the context otherwise requires. Materially false statement means any false statement, oral or written, regardless of its admissibility under the rules of evidence, which could have affected the course or outcome of the proceeding, whether a false statement is material, should be determined by the court as a matter of law. Oh, now I'm thinking there's been a lot of materially false statements. In fact, as I think through all the different court documents that have been served on me or have been admitted to the court as evidence, yes, the evidence of issuing a protection order. Oh, materially false statements. Has there been anything for the last 7 years and 3 months that has been truthful? See, when you don't give me notice and opportunity to be heard in 2011, yes, I couldn't read it before you issued the protection order. When you issued the dissolution of marriage and served me at the same time when I got out of jail on the 29th, you remember the text messages from yesterday? Yes. I read the information that was provided to me, and there was a lot of materially false statements. And every time you had a court hearing where I was not involved in what was going on, let's see, the 2-count criminal complaints where the petitioner didn't appear in court because she was busy working. Yeah. But then, well, was I in Sequim, Washington? No. So everything that this court has done has been materially false statements. Yep. Now, you would have thought, okay, after years of making videos, that it's not just that one email from Richard Dirks to the prosecuting attorney's office on Guam. It calls into question every statement that was given, both oral and written, for every hearing where I was not given any due process. Every video, coach, every audio. Ooh. Now today we're going to add up some more lawsuits, okay? Because when I realized how obstruction it was for me to be able to leave Guam, yes, I did those 7 hours of parenting classes, and I was on probation for a year, yes. And you had no jurisdiction or authority of law to issue the protection order, yes. And then I was arrested, found not guilty. You reissued it. You wouldn't change your court orders. Pooch. Everything in the dissolution of marriage was materially false. Pooh. When she filed for a motion for default dissolution of marriage, that was materially false when she used the wrong name. Yes. And I had responded within the 90 days. Yes. But you continued with the dissolution of marriage. The declaration of mailing. You know, when I received a text message from Mike Van Proyen that if I attempted to contact Mike or Marilyn, he would contact the authorities and probably have me arrested. Pouch! Every time you sent anything to 1023 Kingsway, Kitchen Dick Road, yes, there was no possible way that I could contact them to find out if they'd gotten any mail for myself. And since I've been homeless, there was no way for me to change my address. So I just want to know, of the last 7 years and 3 months, how much materially false oral or written statements did the police ask Mike? Well, why doesn't Paul just call me? Because you'd have me arrested, that's why. And then there's this image of my sister that really did piss me off. Yes, it's a materially false statement in a Rotarian newsletter to say that that's Marilyn Van Proyen. Now let's say I admitted it as evidence. Pouch! I sued the Rotary. Yes. I sue Foursquare. Yes. I sue the police departments. Yes. I sue each and every individual that's been admitting any evidence, either written or orally. Yes. As evidence against myself or against Marilyn and her family for refusing to acknowledge that the fraudulent use of a picture of my sister is materially false statement in a Rotarian newsletter. Pow! Now, I had told you in what could be, hundreds of thousands of emails where I included a picture of Marilyn. Yes, he did. And for some reason, nobody will allow me to have a phone call. Well, what's to say that any and all statements since July 2nd, when it was a materially false statement that had me arrested for domestic violence? Yes. As couples, I know that more than one couple that's been married for longer than, let's say 6 months, yes, might have had an argument. Yes, yes, yes. And I know you said it was emotional. I'm going to want a phone call from Marilyn today, and I want to know where she wants to reside because I did not think it was a flattering image of my sister. And since I got a text message in 2013 that told me that if I attempt to contact either Mike or Marilyn, it looks to me that for the last 6 years, you have intentionally allowed for somebody to obstruct my rights as an American citizen.